Tonight, the coronavirus spreads in the Northland as more patients are confirmed in both Douglas and St. Louis counties.
And Wisconsin's governor is expected to issue a stay-at-home order, what it means and when it could possibly go into effect.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers is expected to order Wisconsinites to stay in their homes this week as a measure to slow the spread of the coronavirus.
All non-essential businesses in Wisconsin will have to close their doors tomorrow as well. Now, Governor Evers did not expand on his stay-at-home order today, but said he would give more details tomorrow as far as what exactly this means for Wisconsin residents and what businesses are considered essential. Evers says he plans to share more details on that tomorrow. But on Twitter today, he asked people not to take any unnecessary trips and to limit your travel to the essentials like going to the doctor, grabbing some groceries, or getting medication. He says healthcare professionals, grocers, and family caregivers, among some others, will be allowed to travel to work.
I know this has been difficult and it's disrupted the lives of people across our state. But here is the bottom line. Folks need to start taking this seriously.
Evers plans to sign that order tomorrow when we're expecting to learn more details.
Meanwhile, across the border, Minnesota's governor says he's not ready to lock down the state just yet. During a conference call today, Governor Tim Walz said he's still assessing how a shelter-in-place order would look, who would be affected, and how it could help stop COVID-19 from further spreading. Walz also said that even if he made that move today, estimates he cited showed 40 to 80% of Minnesotans could get the coronavirus before the pandemic is over.
We're trying to understand the efficacy of the things that we've done. Has it worked to slow this down by shutting restaurants? Has it worked to shut this down by closing schools, keeping children home? And what does the modeling show if we move to a more restrictive order?
Walz says he'll give another update on a possible state shelter-in-place order tomorrow.
Meanwhile, Governor Walz has gone into self-quarantine after a member of his security detail tested positive for COVID-19. Walz said he had contact with that person, but he doesn't have any symptoms. Meanwhile, Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan announced on Instagram that her brother died in Tennessee of the disease. Douglas County, Wisconsin is now reporting 3 more confirmed cases of COVID-19. All are connected with the first confirmed case from last week, according to Superior Mayor Jim Payne. The first known case in the county tested positive after traveling. In a Facebook post, Payne said all 4 patients are in isolation and are doing well. The mayor did not share what part of the county the patients are from. Public health officials are working to identify where the people might have traveled, as Payne says they visited a number of local businesses, including grocery stores.
Meanwhile, St. Louis County is reporting their second confirmed case of the coronavirus. The Minnesota Health Department says the woman is in her early 60s and is recovering at home. They say her infection is linked to domestic travel and she has only had contact with members of her immediate family. They have been asked to quarantine themselves for 14 days. Let's take a look at the number of cases around the region. Michigan now has more than 1,300 cases with 15 deaths. Democratic Governor Gretchen Whitmer has issued a stay-at-home order effective Tuesday for the state. Wisconsin now has more than 400 cases with 5 total deaths, and Minnesota has 235 cases with 1 death. There's about 25 recoveries for the 3 states combined. Meanwhile, there's roughly 42,000 cases with more than 515 deaths in the U.S. Worldwide, there's 375,000 cases, more than 16,000 deaths, and 100,000 recoveries. All right, Dave joins us for a quick look at the weather. A decent amount of sunshine out there for a lot of us today after kind of a snowy weekend.
Yeah, that snow on Sunday surprised a few folks, but I had called for a 40% chance, so it did pay off. Maybe to the tune of an inch more than I expected, but look at this. It's already melted off rather rapidly. Here's a live look at what's happening on Highway 53 there in Twig, where Highway 7 comes together. Looks gorgeous and likely will stay gorgeous tonight, even with the darkness approaching. It's tomorrow when the sky will become gray as our high-pressure system slips away, and that low from Montana makes a rapid dash for our region by tomorrow afternoon, bringing in a 50% chance for another round of rain and snow mixes. So our Tuesday day planner says you may still have partial sunshine as you get out the door, again, if you have any place to go. Low temp will be around 27. Lunchtime, it should be fairly cloudy as that low gets closer. Temp up to 36. And coming back home in the evening, 50-50 chance for a rain-snow mix and a high near 44. This time around, because of a high in the 40s, I think we're probably going to get more rain than snow. Will this spill into Wednesday as well? Frankly, I think it will. We'll show you the whole 7-day in more detail coming up in just a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Another question at the top of people's minds is what's being done to protect the homeless population in our region. This was discussed this morning at St. Louis County's Emergency Board meeting. CBS 3's Leanne Valdez was there and has more details. And Leanne, it sounds like there is a plan in the works.
Yeah, county officials do say that they're currently working on a plan to help the homeless population in our county. As many are wondering, what if Governor Walz does issue a stay-in-shelter order or if someone gets the virus? St. Louis County Public Health Division Director Amy Westbrook could not give specific details at Monday's meeting. But she says right now the county is in contract negotiations with an establishment to possibly house homeless individuals. She wasn't able to share what facility that is. I also spoke with Executive Director of CHUM, Lee Stewart, this afternoon. She said just last night CHUM housed 114 people and the warming center saw about 34. So she knows the need for a place for them to possibly be quarantined is real. She says she's happy for this partnership.
We've been working really closely with St. Louis County Public Health and other parts of the county and are very confident of their planning. We're pleased with the partnership and the level of transparency.
Westbrook also says they hope to have a contract finalized within the coming days.
Thanks, Leanne. Once the contract is finalized, the county plans to announce it to the public. Meanwhile, County Commissioner Keith Nelson is asking county health officials to be a little bit more specific with where patients who test positive for COVID-19 are located. Saying people should at least know if a patient is in the northern or southern half of the county. But health officials say it's a decision that would need to be made in partnership with the state's health department.
That we have two very different communities here in St. Louis County. We have the metro south and we have the rural north. And quite frankly, lumping them all together as one just doesn't work for me.
Regardless of where the case resides, the messaging is the same, and so we don't necessarily see a benefit of releasing any more specific location than St. Louis County.
Health officials at all levels are telling people to assume there are coronavirus carriers in their communities. That's why they're asking people to stay home and limit travel.
3 northern Wisconsin counties are asking for cabin owners and other travelers to not visit during this pandemic. The Bayfield, Ashland, and Sawyer County Health Department says the no travel advisory is due to limited health care infrastructure in the area. The counties are among those with the highest populations of older adults in Wisconsin, and they want to make sure everyone stays healthy. County spokespeople say additional health and travel restrictions may be imposed. We'll have more from county health officials about these new no travel advisories tonight at 10.
The Duluth City Council is meeting tonight by phone. Only one councilor is in chambers. That's President Gary Anderson. All of the other councilors are on the phone for social distancing reasons. Tonight, they'll discuss delaying the 5-cent plastic bag fee. It was supposed to go into effect on April 1st. They are considering moving it to January 1st of 2021. They'll also discuss an agreement that would build an up to 1,400 stall parking ramp in the medical district. The $36 million ramp would be paid for by a state deed grant.
Minnesota's Senator Amy Klobuchar's husband has tested positive for COVID-19. The senator broke the news in a news release earlier today. She said her and her husband have been in different places for the last 2 weeks. Klobuchar's doctor has advised her not to get tested. Her husband has developed pneumonia and is currently on oxygen.
For all the latest coronavirus-related coverage and closings, stick with CBS right here on your television, online, and on social media. Just click the coronavirus tab on our website.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, after a major shutdown, we're taking a look at how people can receive the mental health treatment they need.
This week, back in 1975, our region was smacked twice by blizzards. Will it be coming again this week? I'll show you the 7-day forecast coming up in just a couple of minutes.
Live, local, CBS3 News at 6 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, Kelly Hinson, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, local, CBS3.
At Super One Foods, we go to great measures to deliver you with top quality meat every day. Try our Black Angus boneless bottom round roast, only $3.49 per pound, and get fresh frozen whole chicken fryers for just 75 cents per pound. Plus, we provide the best of the best in fresh produce. Get extra large seedless red or green grapes for $1.66 per pound, and 8 to 12 ounces of Fresh Express shreds, garden salad, or coleslaw for just 99 cents. Through all that we do, we've got you in mind. Super One Foods, serving you lower prices and better choices.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about coming together. It's families, friends. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northland still to this day. From environmental issues to economics and so much more. Join me, Kristen Vaki, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining, a fair and unbiased report that answers the tough questions surrounding the world of mining.
Eye on Mining with Kristen Vaki. Tuesdays at 10 only on Live Local CBS3. Brought to you by Iron Mining Association.
Like I said, this is a dipstick.
Dipstick. I want people to tune in, and I want them to see a friend, because I'm a mother and I know how hard it can be. You're doing all these things and then you have the child and then no one talks to you about how lonely it can be. You know, who do you lean to? Who do you connect with? This segment is very important to me because I get to work, but I also get to work on my passion.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with Leanne Valdez on CBS3.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, back in 1975, this was the double whammy week. 2 blizzards. Blizzard number 1 started today, March 23rd, 1975, lasted through the 24th. Then the second one hit on the 26th, lasted through the 29th. 12 inches of snow during each of those blizzards, and the winds were hitting 100 miles an hour on Lake Superior during that time. This week in our neck of the woods, it will be much calmer. We have maybe one chance for a rain-snow mix. It'll be fairly gentle and may not even add up to as much as we got yesterday on Sunday when a couple of inches of snow fell on a couple of our towns. We'll show you the proof of this here coming up in just a little bit, but right now we'll show you the current conditions. They come in from the airport in Duluth, where it's 41 degrees and the relative humidity is 41, and the wind is westerly at 3 gentle miles per hour. Our air pressure on the high side at 1,019 millibars. Easing into the temperatures, well, 37 degrees in Watersmeet is just where we're supposed to be this time of year, and 40 in Ironwood. That's a little bit warmer than normal. We have 41s from Ashland Portland down to Hayward. Goes to 43 as you get to Solon Springs, and 44 in Superior. Minnesota side of life, we've got 30s up the North Shore for the most part, lower 40s here at the head of the lakes, and down towards Moose Lake, 43 degrees there, 39 Vermilion Range, and for much of the Mesabi. But it gets to 42 as you go towards Grand Rapids, and mid-40s right now, International Falls. Low temps tonight likely will be in the 20s, above zero. Not as cold as Saturday morning when places like Ely hit 14 below. I only figured they'd hit 7 below, but they doubled that on me. All right, Doppler map right now. Thanks to higher pressure settling in, a fairly clear sky, although there is a little stripe of clouds out there, so we're going to call it partly cloudy tonight. But it won't stay partly cloudy forever. This high pressure cell that has a hold of us here tonight will be gone perhaps by tomorrow morning. Lower pressure from the west will come to call. It's a fresh low, packing another 50% chance for a rain and snow mix for Tuesday, and then a slightly lesser chance, a 30% shot to maybe 40% here on Wednesday. Bottom line, though, is with temperatures coming into the 40s with this warm front, we're probably going to have a chance for more rain than snow this time around, and so we may not get anything to stick, and the rain coming down just might help make some of that sticky snow that's still clinging to the ground go away. I know in my yard I still have 1 to 2 feet worth of that snow sticking around. Once this passes by on Wednesday, then into Thursday, we do start to see sunshine return to our picture. So we'll show you that picture. The 7-day show coming up here with the forecast. Tonight in Minnesota, your low temps go 21 to 27 with a partly cloudy sky. In Wisconsin and Michigan, the low temps there, they're going to go 23 to 27, partly cloudy sky, but then it gets cloudier tomorrow for Wisconsin and the UP. 50% chance for the rain snow mix. High temps 42 to 48. That's warmer than normal. Minnesota high temps, maybe upper 30s by the lake, but low to mid 40s inland. 50% chance for the rain and snow mix. Now, if it's 37 for our normal temperature this week, just about every day is going to be warmer than normal indeed, with 40s for most days. Mixed chance Tuesday, Wednesday, then sunshine Thursday, Friday. Maybe a little more mixed to tease you, Tony, on Saturday, but then we go towards at least partial sunshine Sunday and Monday. And by next Monday, for your patients, Anthony, and Kristen's as well, and Kelly's too, and everybody in the audience, 50 degrees may be achieved. Ooh. Maybe it's finally a sign of spring. Yeah. I know they're iffy around here through at least early May, but we can grab one and cling to it and hope it's finally true.
Yeah. April, that's not out of the realm of possibility, you know? 50s,
it's not 40s, out of the realm.
50s. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Dave.
Mayor Emily Larson's Housing Task Force presentation has been canceled. The task force was supposed to give their recommendations to the Duluth City Council by phone tonight, but in light of the COVID-19 pandemic, Mayor Larson asked the task force to submit their report in writing only. The recommendations include what steps the City Council could take to boost affordable housing and what financial options are available. Councilors will then consider the recommendations for future projects.
Mental health is a big concern as COVID-19 causes anxiety for many. Now the virus has forced the closure of a crisis response team right here in Duluth. Brianna Greenlee says she was a member of the Birch Tree team. They met with people in mental health crises to help them come up with a plan to move forward and keep them out of the ER. She says last month they met with 88 people who now won't have that direct one-on-one support.
So if those 88 individuals show up at the ER in combination with people who are there who are sick because of this pandemic, then I'm concerned about everyone involved.
Birch Tree reps say they laid off the team to protect staff and the people they serve from COVID-19. They hope to bring the team back when it's safe. Their 24/7 crisis hotline is still available. That number is 218-623-1800. We'll have that number on our website. Environmental groups who are opposed to Polymet are claiming victory today after an air emissions permit for the project was sent back to regulators for further review. The Minnesota Court of Appeals made that decision today, saying the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency did not adequately evaluate whether the air permit requested by Polymet accurately reflected the size and scope of the proposed mine. This is the fourth permit the Court of Appeals has rejected this year. Polymet officials say they are disappointed and are reviewing their legal options. Meanwhile, a spokesman for the MPCA said the agency was still reviewing their opinion. Kelly Hinsett is up next.
Oh, we're so excited.
We are excited for Kelly. She's going to be up next with sports in just a minute. Stick around.
Save big on remaining 18, 19, and 20 boats at RJ Sport & Cycle.
CBS3 Live Cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
No one goes all in on made-from-scratch freshness like Papa Murphy's. Because when you go all in, people notice. Go all in with the new Triple Pep for just $9. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
A lot has changed overnight. But Buick and GMC's commitment to you remains the same. We understand you want to feel safe, so we're offering current owners complimentary OnStar Crisis Assist services. Should you need a vehicle, we're offering 0% financing for up to 84 months with deferred payment options for 120 days. Plus, you may have the option to shop online and take delivery at home. Visit our websites for the help you need. Buick and GMC, we're here to help.
For breaking stories that impact the Northland most, turn to CBS3.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with me, Leanne Valdez, on CBS3.
Hi, I'm Duluth Mayor Emily Larson. This is an unprecedented time in history, and it is time for us to come together as one community. Please take time to listen to this really important message.
On behalf of St. Luke's, Essentia Health, the City of Duluth, and St. Louis County Public Health and Human Services Department,
we would like to request that all residents stay home, if at all possible, until March 27th. Even if you're healthy, stay home. If you must go out, please try to limit your interactions to 10 people or less.
We are working with our state and federal partners to evaluate this time frame, and we will provide you an update as soon as we can. If you have mild symptoms, we are asking that people please stay home. If you feel that you need clinical care, we are requesting that people please call ahead to the hotline, your doctor's office, urgent care, or the emergency department before going in.
Together, we can do this. Thank you for your cooperation.
When news happens, CBS3 is there.
The smoke is still really heavy. You can smell it.
Tonight at 10, we'll be out here in the storm.
Anytime, day or night.
And while this is a very active scene, the public is being asked to stay away from the area. Good afternoon, I'm Kristen Bakke. We're cutting in with a follow-up to some breaking news out of Cloquet this morning. CBS3 first got word of this fire and went to the scene at around 3:30.
For breaking stories that impact the Northland most, turn to CBS3.
Come on down for big laughs.
Hello, everybody. I like those glasses.
Trying to imitate you.
Come on down for rip-roaring fun.
Amazing. You made it.
Come on down for spectacular surprises.
$35,000. Just won $200,000.
Oh, yeah. It's a new car. You need this in your life.
Yes. Boy, is it going to be a good hour.
The Price is Right. Weekday CBS Daytime.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
With all the postponement and cancellations in the world of sports, it felt like it was only a matter of time before the biggest sporting spectacular this year was going to fall victim. And it looks like the 2020 Olympic Games in Tokyo will not begin on July 24th like originally planned. After a weekend that saw Canada announce that it would not be sending athletes over for the Games, the world awaited whether or not the committee would make a decision. It's still waiting. According to Christine Brennan of USA Today, the Olympic Committee member Dick Pound, that the quote, he said, quote, parameters going forward have not been determined, but the games are not going to start on July 24th. That much I know of. End of quote. He added that the decision will come in stages. Following the postponement, the committee will determine what they will do moving forward. And Major League Baseball has already postponed opening day until at least mid-May, but one team executive warns it may be longer than that. Toronto Blue Jays president Mark Shapiro said during a teleconference yesterday that teams would likely need a month of training and exhibition games to get ready for the start of the regular season once the league says they are clear to get back to work. All training facilities remain closed, and there is currently no time frame yet as to when they may reopen. Meanwhile, Shapiro also said the league and the players' union are negotiating on how to compensate players for missed games. Some positive news to bring you on this Monday evening. After handing out its postgraduate scholarship among other awards last Thursday, the National Collegiate Hockey Conference revealed the winners of its first 3 individual awards today, with UMD collecting 2. UMD junior Kobe Roth was selected as the conference's 2019-2020 Sportsmanship Award winner. The junior War Road native played in all 34 games for UMD this season while not committing a single penalty. In fact, Roth has only 3 minor penalties in his 106-game career with UMD, 2 of which came as a freshman. He's never committed a major either. This season, Roth racked up a career-high 13 goals, the 3rd on the team, and a career-best 21 points with a +6-. In addition, junior Scott Prunovich will split the NCHC 3 Stars Award with UND's junior Jordan Kawaguchi. They were the top 2 scorers in the conference, with Prunovich becoming the first defenseman to win the NCHC scoring title with 32 points, including a conference-best 28 assists. Prunovich, a St. Louis Blues prospect, is also a finalist to repeat as Offensive Defenseman of the Year. The Hibbing native was a 5-time NCHC Defenseman of the Week during the season and is a finalist for the Hobie Baker Award, which we will find out if he is a winner of on April 2nd. That's going to do it for sports. Kristen, I'm going to send it back to you.
All right, thanks, Kelly. Tonight on the CBS3 News at 10, all people in Indiana and Michigan are now ordered to stay home, and non-critical businesses must temporarily close. The governor has made those declarations today in response to the coronavirus growth in both states. They say without action, cases could grow exponentially. Hospitals could get overwhelmed, and damage to the economy could get worse. And to avoid those outcomes, they are urging you to stay home to stop the spread. We'll bring you the latest updates tonight on the CBS3 News at 10.
All right, Dave, a decent amount of sunshine, but that might not stick around into tomorrow, huh?
No, I think the clouds will go up tomorrow, Tony, as a new low-pressure system comes to call. So we got a brief break from the rain and snow action today. Comes back tomorrow, could stick around through Wednesday. 40 to 50% chances for another go-around with the mixes. But I think the mixes this time will be more rain than snow, rather than yesterday when it was more snow than rain. Then by Thursday, Friday, it clears up a little bit. We step back just slightly Saturday with another round of mixes for a brief couple of hours. But then the big news, to me at least, is by next Monday, we just might crack 50. Maple syrupers, this may be the week for you to get out and tap those trees if you haven't done so already.
Whew, 50 degrees.
Yeah, that doesn't sound so bad. I was kind of lamenting the fact that I woke up to snow yesterday morning, but when I left for work today, it was all already gone.
Vampire snow, as George Kessler used to call it.
Yeah.
Sunlight makes it go, ah.
Yep, it's that time of year.
Yep,
Everybody
sure
gets a little bit of what they want, at some point anyways.
That's a Rolling Stone song, isn't it?
You know it.
You try sometime, you'll find you get what you need.
All right, thanks, Dave.
On Channel 3.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight.
We'll see you back here at 10.